Hey, what's good? I'm Kinell and this is Sinister Cinema, where we get deep into the guts of classics and new releases from horror and exploitation cinema. Today I am having a look at Luigi Cozzi's The Black Cat, aka Demon 6 de Profundis. I came across this one originally when I was looking through I was trying to find all the sequels to Demons, because there was about 4 different films released as Demons 3, Flipping the Church was originally supposed to be Demons 3. There was a lot went on with that whole thing, and also at the same time it's an adaptation of Edgar Allan Poe's The Black Cat. There's been a lot of Italian adaptations of that. Yeah, I think we got The Black Cat by Lucio Fulci, that's one. We got The Black Cat by Dario Argento. That was his that was his section of the Two Evil Eyes thing that he did with George Romero. And Sergio Martino's adaptation of it, that is also known as Your Vice is a Locked Room and Only I Have the Key. So yeah, there's a lot of Italian directors tackled this particular piece, but I originally came across it on YouTube. There's a shitty version out there, but if you're like me, you want to get the best version, you want a hard copy. So I got this Severin import. It's region 2 only, so you won't be able to play it on UK players and all that sort of thing. You know the crack. Now obviously it is a film about a black cat, and I do indeed own a black cat. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to play it for my black cat Tony, and we will see his reactions to it, see if it's representing his species appropriately. And maybe I'll chip in, because he's not going to be very vocal about it because he is a cat. Yeah. Okay, before we get into this, first thing to know, I've got to tell you, follow us up on the socials. That's Sinister_Cinema on your Twitter and Sinister.Cinema on your Insta. Yeah, all of them. Follow my individual Twitter, that's at COLAK. And yeah, let's get into this release. Kind of film within a film opening here. Like the killer in this sort of opening sequence. Definitely, what are you looking at, Tony? It's definitely like kind of a tribute to Mario Bava's Blood and Black Lace. The flipping history of Italian cinema is fully laced throughout this one. It's worth noting, as well as being an adaptation of Edgar Allan Poe's The Black Cat, it's also an unofficial sequel to Suspiria and Inferno, because Dario Argento originally wanted it to be like the Three Mothers trilogy. But he never got round to doing The Mother of Tears at the time. He was given the funding, did Tenebrae instead, went back into another giallo. And Luigi Cozzi, famous of course for Contamination, all them ones there, he wanted to finish the trilogy, so he did this unofficial one. This came several years before Argento's came round and did Mother of Tears, which he'd lost it by that point, let's face it, he'd fucking lost it, but I still think it's a pretty fucking fun movie. But I feel this may be a better follow-up to Inferno, but it's definitely scuzzier, if you get me. Another interesting thing about this is that it's kind of like set in the world of Italian filmmaking, so we got a lot of meta stuff going on there, and the main woman, played by Carolyn Monroe, great performance. It's kind of, she's married to a screenwriter, so you've kind of got a similar dynamic to the real life dynamic between Argento and the recently deceased Daria Nicolodi. They were of course married for a bit. I think they long split at this point and had a long phase where Argento was just sticking her in movies and making her do all kinds of mad shit. And he was onto the phase of just sticking his daughter in fucking films with a lot of fucking nude scenes in. So when you look at the actual reality behind it, there's a lot of fucking weirdness in Italian filmmaking anyway. So that was probably inspired by it, but like Luigi Cozzi Argento was very much his hero, his mentor, there's definitely a mentor-protege dynamic going on between them. And the other thing is that believe that Suspiria and Inferno exist in the world of this film, which means that Argento also exists in the world of this film. So there's a lot going on in that respect. Tony, however, is asleep. At this point they're talking about the original film Suspiria in the film, and they're talking about the original film Suspiria. They played the soundtrack. It's a bit of a dinner conversation. So it's a sequel in which the world exists. Very fucking meta. Fucking this is something that had become big in the 90s. You know, when you had I suppose it was kicked off by Wes Craven's New Nightmare, something that Wes Craven would later expand on in Scream. A lot of the film within a film dynamics, but New Nightmare is like considered by a lot of people to be the first one, which is a sequel in which the world of the original exists, but this kind of did it a bit earlier. This shit has gone from 0 to fucking 60 well quick. 1 minute an actor's wanting to be this fucking witch character, next thing a witch is jumping through the mirror and vomiting green shit on her. Oh, now it's vomiting red shit. There's lots of shit being vomited. There's some weird liquidy imagery. There's a lot of shit going on. No explanation. Exploding tomatoes, mates. The tomatoes are exploding. Shit is going off here. The husband's walked in and the tomatoes are still fucking exploding. Yeah, this film fucking bangs. They're dissing your people there, Tony. Fucking, at this point, they're discussing the other film which is being made, which isn't their film, which is a sequel to Suspiria in this unofficial Suspiria. And the film they're making in this film, which is called The Black Edgar Allan Poe's The Black Cat. The film they're actually currently making, that the actress is in, is Edgar Allan Poe's The Black Cat. So we've got two films going on in an adaptation of one of the films that is one of the films going on, and they're discussing making a sequel to the film that this is an unofficial sequel to. You with me? Safe. Oh, we've got loads of really inappropriate use of heavy metal music, guitar solos and shit. Very Argento, that fucking. And the fridge is still knackered. Fucking, she's hallucinating people in her flat, or maybe it's a bit of gaslighting. A lot of it seems to revolve around the baby, so we got a bit of Rosemary's Baby energy to this as well. Is she going nuts? Or is it something more super fucking natural? Fucking Tony's at attention. Got a cat on screen. The cat's fucked off. Tony's confused. She's just pulled out the book from Inferno and all this. Lines getting blurred. They're supposed to be making a sequel to the shit. And here she is doing the things. Tony, however, has lost interest because the cat's fucked off. It's getting intriguing. It's a bit of intrigue and mystery afoot, and Tony's a bit more fascinated. Oh no, wait, it's because there's a cat. This woman's being stalked by a cat. Do you wish you could do that, Tony? Do you wish you could beam your thoughts into people's minds? Control them. Oh shit, fucking we got inside view cam of her fucking intestines. Bit of a mad one. And her head's bleeding. Tony's actually quite fixated, he's loving this bit. And he's given up. Shit, she straight up exploded. And this is the bit you tune out, Tony. Honestly, is it only cats you care about? What about people? What about that woman there? Oh, we got some squirmy maggots going on. I love a bit of squirmy maggots. Shout out Luigi Cozzi, bit of that energy going on. I will say a lot of the effects work in this, fantastic, like proper grubby, greasy, slimy flipping, oh, you can almost feel it on your skin. Physical effects, like there's a lot of that going on in the original Demon, so I can see the connection going on there. And also it throws me back to like City of the Living Dead, The Beyond, all them Lucio Fulci bangers. This is the sort of first Italian horror that I really fell in love with. I didn't really get the giallo thing until later on, when I had more of an appreciation for art. But when I just loved grubby shit, this was my jam. This film's fucking great. Oh, the TV's exploding and shit's flowing out of it, intestines, green sludge. Oh, no luck with household appliances, this woman. Oh, and there's a knife. Grab the knife out of the television intestines. Yes. Oh, flipping bodies all over the shop, hitting the floor like the drowning pool sang. Lot going on here. I mean, it's one of those things like, you know, normally when you get a film that's, you know, is it are they insane or is there something supernatural going on? Normally at least the filmmakers need to know the answer. You get the impression with a lot of these Italian films, they just didn't bother deciding. And that's what makes them so fucking great. I mean, we're moving between dream sequences and reality a lot. You know, flipping. This is 1990, so like Nightmare on Elm Street has already peaked. So a lot of that's coming into the influence, but there's still like rooms covered in blood and shit. So some things are fucking going off here. Comically huge pill bottle. I love how they kind of like try to sort of get a bit of a cosmic horror vibe, but by like cutting away occasionally to some pictures of fucking planets. It looks like the kind of thing that flat earthers put in their memes to prove that space isn't real. Why has Carolyn Monroe got a mosquito netting above her bed when she lives in Rome? I mean, it's nice aesthetically, but that's got to be a pain in the arse. Whoever did the Foley work is fucking up with that cat there. Fucking the shit was sounding like fucking me doing an impression of next door's dog, like oh, we just had some facial gunshots. The visceral side of the effects, marvellous. Oh shit, and now it's kicking off again. Oh, she is fucking husbands. She is stealing babies. She is doing all sorts of unacceptable fucking things. You know, maybe that's how you get a fucking part in Italy. Maybe that's how you get a leading role. Or maybe it was around then, but damn, she's done a lot of evil shit. And she's rolling with the fucking, what should we call it, Satanist, witches, pagan, ritual fucking shit going on. Fucking hell, is there anything evil Caroline Munro won't do? Tune this. Ooh. Woof. We exploding cars out here. Fucking yes. I'm not sure what point I was supposed to make, but they're doing it anyway. Oh, Munro's about to catch it. Oh, fucking. Oh, Jesus Christ. You can... Fucking hell, draw for the razor. Munro looking very witchy about now. Blades out. Oh! 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 Grizzly! This shit's going full X-Men at this point. Tony's fucking locked in for this fucking finale. Yeah, that shit fully banged. Yep, Tony's up. What do you think about it? From the looks of things, Tony's viewpoint, not enough cats. It's a film called Black Cat. Well, what is it? Is it Demon 6? Is it Edgar Allan Poe's The Black Cat? Is it the third in the Three Mothers trilogy? Or is it something else? It's hard to say because it's kind of all of those things and none of those things. I love Luigi Cozzi. I really rate this film, and like, I definitely rate it's worth checking it out. I don't think it's maybe the best intro to Italian horror. For that, you're going to look more like the first two Demons films. I'm talking City of the Living Dead, The Beyond, things like that. You know, certainly Suspiria. Those are the ones you should be checking out first. But if you are into this kind of genre, then I would say check the shit out. It fucking bangs. But yeah, anyway, so I was hoping for a bit more reaction to Tony. He was yawning there, but you know, there's not a lot of cats in it. Like, he doesn't relate to humans. He's not like us. But yeah, that's well worth checking out. Like I say, I originally saw a version of this on YouTube ages ago. I think that still might be knocking around, but I would say don't fuck with that. I would say you want this. I would say you want the Severin release. The shit is looking crispy. Brilliant release. Absolutely banging. But okay, that's about us done here. So yeah, this has been Sinister Cinema. I've been Kinell. Be sure to follow us up on the social, Sinister_cinema on your Twitter and Sinister.cinema on your Insta. And maybe I'll do a bit more like this because it's a bit more fun than just me yakking at a camera. But yeah, safe.